live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. President and CEO for the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Experience Jackson, Ryan Tarrant. From Wellwise Services Area Agency on Aging, social worker and elder abuse program manager, Ryan Porter. From the Jackson District Library, Meyer branch manager, Alex Dayton. For the Jackson Area Food Truck Association, owner of PB&J's Barbecue Food Truck, Burt McLean. And for the 24th Annual Jackson Blues Fest, founder Cindy Hayden. And now, here's Bart.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. A beautiful Monday, the 9th of June, and 75 degrees right now. Should be a really nice afternoon until early evening, as a chance of rain will be with us. A 60% chance somewhere maybe after 4 or 5 p.m. But until then, just a very nice afternoon. We are near our forecast high of 76, almost there. And tonight, the showers that develop tonight will continue off and on. And an overnight low of 50 degrees. Tomorrow, beautiful day. This weather pattern moving through tonight will be bringing cooler air for, pretty much the rest of the week. Tuesday's high, 72. Wednesday, sunny, 80. Thursday, a chance of showers, 80. And then back to 70 on Friday and the weekend. Looks a lot like this past weekend in terms of temperatures, low 70s. And there you have it. Today's weather brought to you by Kelly Express. Thanks, Kelly Express, for providing the weather, but providing great snacks, beverages, and overall friendly service. Kelly Express has a deal on pizza this month. You can get a slice for $1.99 and a large 2-item pizza for $13.99 at Kelly Express.
They got hard Mountain Dew as well.
Hard Mountain Dew?
Mm-hmm.
Is it crunchy?
Or Mountain Dew with
chewable?
alcohol in it.
It's alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol Mountain Dew.
I haven't tried it, but I saw it there.
Brilliant. There's this one product that people seem to buy a lot of, but nobody seems to like the taste of. Maybe that's another one of them.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah. It is. Let's take a look outside, the sky cam. Did you notice over the weekend we had quite a lot of the Canadian wildfire smoke and even some ash that was coming down on Saturday?
Yeah.
And I think we're still seeing it today. It's hazy.
Andy mentioned on the morning show we want to find out whose car that is. Not that they're illegally parked, they're parked okay, but that parking lot, the black car, the dark car there that's kind of almost alone in that parking lot, who they are.
Let's do some investigating.
It's always just that car, although you see 2 white cars there today. But
and it's always there?
It's always there, just that one car.
Maybe it's been abandoned.
Could be. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go for a walk and
see if the doors are open.
Today is June 9 already. I have a feeling the summer is just going to fly by. Today is National Earl Day. So if your name is Earl, today's your day. National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day, an acquired taste. It's Donald Duck Day. It was on this day in 1934 that Donald Duck made his debut. And here's a cell from that film. Donald Duck in a sailor suit. This was his first appearance, no hat. He was in The Wise Little Hen, and in it, the Quacker and his pal Peter Pig try to avoid work by faking stomach aches until Mrs. Hen here teaches them the value of labor. There's Mrs. Hen. Donald Duck. Yeah, he does have his hat, but he doesn't have it on. Still, no pants. Never had pants, but he pretty much stayed true to his original look all throughout his many years. And that guy, Peter Pig, apparently Walt Disney said, Porky Pig, I like the sound of that better. And Peter Pig eventually became Porky Pig. On this day in 1973, a spectacular victory at the Belmont Stakes by Brandon, the horse that won the Triple Crown. We've talked about him.
What year?
1973. I'll show you a picture of him, and maybe
not
that'll
gonna matter.
help.
It's a
There,
picture.
you should know who he is now. With his checkered hat.
Yeah, I know he's a really famous horse.
The jockey is Ron Turcotte.
Okay.
Does that help?
No.
And look at the margin of victory. It's Secretariat.
I was going to say Secretariat, but I was afraid it was going to be a modern horse and you'd laugh at me. I was going to say
Well,
Secretariat.
you should have said it.
I should have.
Always go with your
Secretariat.
first instinct is usually right.
Yeah.
So the Triple Crown, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes, 1973. One of the most incredible performances in racing history. And baseball history, Brandon. You'll probably know this. Happened in 1946.
Oh, gosh. 1946.
Ted Williams.
Okay.
He entered the batter's box for his first at-bat in the second game of a doubleheader.
All right.
All right, the Red Sox left fielder hit a ball so far into the right field bleachers at Fenway Park, there is still a red seat that commemorates where that ball landed. And there it is. How far did Ted Williams hit that ball?
So multiple choice.
No multiple choice. Just if
400
you're in the ballpark.
and-
If you're in the ballpark, and that's where the phrase comes from, by the way.
450. Yeah. 450?
No. 502 feet.
What?
Yeah.
He must be juiced.
So,
502
502
feet.
feet, and it's never happened since. And we know that balls have been hit out of the ballpark in the past all over the country, but
That's crazy.
you don't know where they land, so we don't really know how long they are. So this is the documented most incredible hit ever. And the National Weather Service, they did some research on the weather that day, and they found that there was a pretty strong wind that was behind Ted Williams that would have lifted that ball. Great for a left-handed hitter. That would have probably aided the ball in its flight. 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts were possible around that time when he hit that. But I still think Ted Williams, the most incredible baseball career ever. And keep in mind, Ted Williams.
Wasn't he frozen? Didn't they?
What?
Weren't they going to freeze him?
They were not going to freeze him.
There was a debate about whether they were going to.
Nobody's going to freeze Ted Williams. Nobody's going to freeze Walt Disney.
Well, they can't do it now.
You can't do it now, and they didn't do it then.
Okay.
No.
Sorry,
So,
go on.
Ted Williams had a lifetime batting average of 344, 2,654 hits, 521 home runs. And keep in mind, during his career, he stepped away from baseball to serve during World War II
Yep.
for 3 years, just walked away from baseball. And then the Korean War came around, took 2 more years off to serve our country in the Korean War. So 2 stints of service, 2 different wars, incredible career with the Boston Red Sox and that incredible hit. And they knew exactly where it landed, why that seat is red. The guy that was wearing it hit him, boom, right on the head. And he was wearing a hat that protected him a little bit and actually put a hole in his hat. True story. All happening on this.
Is that when they first allowed people to bring baseball gloves into the stadium or something? 'Cause
No,
he
I
got hit in
think
the
people
head?
have always
They've always
brought
done
the
that?
baseball
Okay.
gloves. The guy did not have a glove. He had a hat. This was back in the day when people wore nice hats.
You know what I hate?
It was a nice hat. It was with the,
I hate it when guys like catch a ball when they're holding a baby.
a baby and a beer.
And a beer, yeah. I mean, that makes me a little
Yeah.
nervous, but they catch it most of the time.
Now, Today in the J brought to you by Experience Jackson. And we have the Jackson College Summer Concert Series continuing tonight with the Jackson French Quarter Traditional Jazz Band. That's the band fronted by Phil Bickle, and it's fantastic. 7 o'clock tonight. Now, the plan is to be on the patio at Potter Center, but if it rains, they're just going to move it inside. Either way, rain or shine, there is that concert. Great music with the Jackson French Quarter Traditional Jazz Band. They'll be playing songs like When the Saints Go Marching In and other traditional New Orleans style jazz classics. You can bring lawn chairs. If it's outside, bring lawn chairs or a blanket, snacks, and it's free. We'll see you tonight at JC. Also at JC today, for those interested in a career in surgical technology information, they have an info session today from 4 to 5 p.m. at Justin Whiting Hall. They're getting ready for the next session. This is an in-person info session. Check it out tonight at Jackson College. And there you have it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Today, we look back on the weekend. It started on Friday with the kickoff to summer, the splash pad at the beautiful Cascades. A nice turnout as people enjoyed free pizza from Little Caesars and free ice cream from the Cascades Ice Cream Company, handed out by Therese Heslaw and her fellow Kiwanians, Barbara Baird-Pauley assisting. Ooh, Superman ice cream. What kid doesn't love Superman ice cream? Thanks to the Kiwanis Club for sponsoring not only the day, but the splash pad as well. More photos online at jtv.tv. On Saturday, what a glorious day for the 20th Annual Art, Beer, and Wine Festival presented by County National Bank at Ellis Sharp Museum. They report, we don't have the final numbers in, but they were pretty happy based on the pre-sale of tickets. And then, of course, people were able to buy walk-up tickets. Kevin Nichols performing all 3 stages, local talent. And we had a lot of art, beer, and wine, and cider, and food trucks. Brandon and the JTV crew from Food Circus and Adrian Sharp on the festival grounds, sampling the offerings. Brandon, what was your favorite part of the art, beer, and wine?
The cake in a jar was very interesting.
Cake in a jar.
Yeah, Adrian's girlfriend tried it on camera, so that will be on Food Circus. That was pretty cool. Seeing the people, but yeah, I mean, the variety, I think, is what I love. There's a lot of variety.
Yeah. I walked through and had something for everyone.
Yep.
Thanks to hundreds of volunteers, great staff. You guys at Ellis Sharp did an awesome job. And then it got all cleaned up. Incredible, beautiful. Place looks great. Thanks to County National Bank and all the sponsors at Art, Beer, and Wine. Big weekend in high school sports. Congratulations to the Lumen Christi Titans winning another state championship. Here they are with their team, trophy, and totals. Lumen Christi has won more golf state championships than any other school in the state of Michigan, both boys and girls. Incredible golf tradition. Baseball and softball, also games for Lumen Christi. Lumen losing in the, let's see, first of all, let's talk baseball. They beat Onstead, and then they lost to University Liggett. Oh my gosh, what a heartbreaker at Adrian College. In softball, The Titans lost to Langsberg by a score of 4-5. That game took 11 innings. Grass Lake won the regional championship, beating Columbia 11-4. And this is our last team standing in high school sports for the 2024-25 season. Grass Lake moves on to the quarterfinal. Is that right, the quarterfinal? And it will be at Jackson College tomorrow. So check it out. You can see more photos from 4, 5, 6 games we had over the weekend on JTV Sports, on jtv.tv, and the ORS photo galleries. Thanks to our photo team for an awesome job this weekend, and we'll, of course, continue coverage tomorrow. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today. The Jackson County Chamber of Commerce is today unveiling what they call a solution to the downtown parking problem. Ryan Tarrant is the CEO of the Chamber and Experience Jackson, and we'll hear the plan with Ryan, along with the other things that he's working on. Ryan Porter in from Walleye Services Area Agency on Aging. They're having an event to support their programs that target elder abuse. Alex Dayton is the new branch manager of the Meyer branch of the Jackson District Library. There's some work being done there, painting and so on. We'll check out the progress. Bert McLean is owner of PB&J's Barbecue food truck, and Bert is one of the members of the Jackson Area Food Truck Association, and that's the group that is putting on Food Truck Tuesday. First one of the season is tomorrow. And here it comes, the 23rd annual Jackson Blues Fest. New location, but Cindy Hayden is still running it. She's the founder, and she'll be here with all the details today on JTV. Great to have you here. We begin right after this.